Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our college football dynasty series following our offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Volunteers, Mr. Champion. And we have got a hell of an episode stacked up for y'all today, and we're going to get this one kicked off, jumping right into it against the number 11 LSU Tigers, and we are playing in your Baton Rouge this afternoon. Now both teams are undefeated. We have moved ourselves to the number 4 team in the nation, while LSU is still just outside of the top 10 at number 11. But this one is not something that's going to be easy. Playing at Tiger Stadium is a rocking environment that can just shatter you to the core if you're not ready to stand up to it. So last season we played, I believe, at Alabama and got just thrashed because we couldn't handle that environment. So we're going to see if we can handle Tiger Stadium today. And we're going to start out here with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, coming up at about the 3-yard line or 4-yard line, and we're going to get tackled for a loss. Anthony Gray just could not get any space on that running play and will be brought down at our own 1-yard line. All right, we've got 99 yards to go to make something happen. And so now on a 2nd and 13 from the pistol formation, hand it off to Gray. He's got a big hole. He's open over the middle. He's free. He's going down past the 50 to the 40. He's finally tracked down at about the 45-yard line of LSU. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Anthony Gray busting through. It looks like shades of Hammond from last year, but then again, after a run like that, it makes you say, Hammond who? As Gray just opens it up, finds the space, and breaks free out there with the speed. He did get tracked down from behind. A little bit of exhaustion, I would say, kicking in at that point. And this will give us brand new life here in the first quarter as we are now at about the 41-yard line. Paul Green with a little bit of play action finds Corey Lee off to the left side. He's going to be brought down after a good 9-yard gain. Finding a reliable tight end on that one to make an easy 2nd and 1. Too many times in big games last season we got caught up in 2nd and 9s, 3rd and 10s, and that's something we really have to make sure to avoid in these types of games this year. So 2nd and 1 now from the 31-yard line. Anthony Gray off to the left side, a big-time run once again all the way down to the 23-yard line, giving us a brand new set of downs. Anthony Gray, a hell of a drive. 3 rushes, 63 yards. Like I said, that's after losing 3 on the first play of this drive. And now we are getting something going at the 24-yard line of LSU. Paul Green's going to be in the shotgun formation. Once again, we do have multiple wide receivers out running a screen pass, and Anthony Gray just couldn't get out into the open field at that point, got too much clogged into the traffic, and was just basically stopped. And Paul Green luckily didn't throw an interception. So that will bring us now to a 2nd and 10. Trying to at least get a 3rd and manageable or a first down is what we really need on this play. So from the pistol formation, Green gets a snap. They bring the blitz, and he's going to find him over the middle. Darrell Smith, 9-yard reception, 3rd and 1. That is the type of play we did not make last year, but we have been making this season. So now 3rd and 1, Paul Green's going to be in the shotgun once again. 2 receivers to his left side. Runs an option keeper. He's got it up the middle. He bounces off a man and is brought down at about the 3-yard line. Paul Green lowering his shoulder. Not taking anything from this LSU defense. And gets finally brought down at about the 3-yard line, leaving us 9 feet to go to pay dirt here with a 1st and goal. This will give us an opportunity to snatch this lead from this Tiger Stadium, and these Tiger fans hopefully can get them to quiet down at least a little bit. So now on 1st and goal, we hand it off to Anthony Gray. He's going to get bashed right up the middle, but he does get in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown, Anthony Gray, as we will take the lead in this one. He found just a little bit of that space that he needed and was able to fall forward after a big hit, putting that ball over the goal line. So now we are going to break down a little bit further into the second quarter, about 5 minutes to go. We do have a 1st and 10, still leading 7-0 in this ball game, as Anthony Gray gets the ball off to the right side and is brought down, but he He is finally brought down after 4 yards. Okay. Maintained possession. It looked like he fumbled for a brief second, but we do have a 2nd and 6 here at the LSU 44 trying to extend this lead. This is a big time play for us right now. So 2nd and 6. We get set in a pistol formation. That's a shotgun formation. As Paul Green gets the snap, they bring some pressure, throw it to Sean Thomas. He finds a little bit of space and picks up 7 yards on that wide receiver screen. Was able to squirm into a little gap right behind the lineman, picking up 7 yards. Brand new set of downs all the way to the 37-yard line of LSU as we have a 1st and 10. Now Green coming to the line once again. This time he will be under center as we run a little bit of play action, kind of drifts to his left side, fires it over the middle, and that one's going to be batted down. Thankfully, it was not intercepted. Green is 9 of 14 for 77 yards on the afternoon, so we do need him to pick up the performance at least a little bit and make some smarter plays. So now 2nd and 10 here from the LSU 37-yard line. We're going to run it off to Anthony Gray off the right side. Bounces off a tackler. He's going to fumble the ball. That's recovered by LSU. They're off to the races, and Paul Green comes in and makes basically a touchdown-saving tackle. Anthony Gray with a big-time fumble on that one. He had the great run earlier, but he kind of negated that one right there as we are driving to take the lead, and LSU would actually come back and score a touchdown on that one. Now we are going to jump ahead to the third quarter, 8 minutes to go, where we do actually have a 10-7 lead as we manage to grab a field goal at the end of the first half. And on that one, we will find Shane Swain for about 9.5 yards on the 1st and 10 play to bring us to a 2nd and inches here at the Tennessee 31-yard line. Now, Green is going to be in the shotgun once again, needing to get something going a little bit in the passing game, but not be stupid with it. Fires it to Corey Lee off to the right side. Take what they give us, 3 yards. That's all we needed as we do now have a 1st and 10 once again. Paul Green picking up the pace a little bit, 15 for 23 for 140 yards at this point. Doing a lot better than what he was prior. Just need to make sure to avoid the turnovers, which we all know he is prone to do. So Green from the pistol formation gets a snap, drops back, fires it over to Corey Lee. He finds him down the right sideline, and that's going to be a big play to the LSU, about 46-yard line. Corey Lee, 31 reception yards on the day. That one for 19 right there. Comes down, taking the hit while he makes the catch. That is just a fantastic play by this Tennessee offense. We need some more of that to happen for us. So 1st and 10 from the LSU 46-yard line. Paul Green gets set in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers. And Anthony Gray runs an option keeper. Green, he has open field to the right. He pushes. He's stiff-arming and fighting the man all the way down to the 26-yard line. Paul Green, what a big-time rush. He's got 37 yards on the ground today, and he was not going down easy on that one, forcing him out of bounds, but my goodness, that stiff arm was fierce on that safety. So now 1st and 10 from the 26 for Tennessee as we have got some life going in us at this moment. And this is a big-time drive to try to give us a 2-score lead as we only lead 10-7 at this stage of the game. Green in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. Does a little bit of play action, scans the field, drifts to the right side, and we will have to throw that one away since nobody was really open. And I mean, as good as he is, I'm just not really trusting of his throwing capability at this point to fit it into some really tight zones. So now 2nd and 10 here. Green going to be in the shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers. Corey Lee is in offset, but they're going to run an option keeper. Paul Green all the way down for a gain of 10 yards, down to about the 13, 14-yard line. 16-yard line. They do hold us back a little bit, but they still give us a first down, so I will accept that. Paul Green, big-time run right there on that option keeper, and that's something that we can really get going that can help us hammer this offense. We're going to fire it over the middle. Ross Lundy down to the 1. Big-time play by our big man, Ross Lundy. Been silent for most of the season. But that one, he comes through with a big 16-yard catch. He just could not fall into the end zone. And that will give us a 1st and goal now from the 1. 3 feet away from making this a 2-score ball game. So Green is going to be in the pistol formation. Hands it off to Anthony Gray up the middle. He gets blasted at the line of scrimmage and just gets knocked on his caster. unable to come through on that one. That brings up a 2nd and goal now here to try to hammer this one home in the third quarter. 4.5 minutes to go. As you can see, we are dominating this game, but we have had some turnovers, which has led to, not so much domination on the scoreboard. And on the very next play, we're going to find them. Oh, man, he dropped it. I thought we had looked like Daryl Smith over the middle, but he's not able to come down with that one in the end zone. And so that will be 3rd and goal from the 1. I really hate these plays. I'm going to go old school Madden kind of on this one that we do with our Madden series. We're going to look at the fullback right here, see if we can't get something powering forward with him. Doug Hall, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee, as we will extend this lead to a 10-point ball game. 2 scores here in Baton Rouge, trying to just take this one over as we now lead 17-7. And so here at the start of the fourth quarter, LSU was able to score on their offensive drive, but once again, we're making headway. We are not letting them stop us anymore at this point. So Green in the shotgun that fires it off to the right side. Sean Thomas gets a big-time play down to the 14-yard line. What a route by Thomas, running the stop and the turn, and that ball was on point to him. Paul Green, 220 yards on the afternoon, playing exceptionally well for what we need him to do. So 1st and 10 inside the red zone from the 14-yard line. Tennessee, as we do lead LSU 17-14. Green in the shotgun, drops back, fires it. He threw it too late, and that's going to lead our man out of bounds, unable to come down with it in the back of the end zone. So that one will be incomplete and bring up a 2nd and 10 here from the LSU 14-yard line. Green going to be in the shotgun once again. Anthony Gray to his left side. Option keeper. Green bounces off a man but goes down for a 3rd and 6. A 4-yard rush. Paul Green not doing too bad on the ground today. 10 rushes for 45 yards. But still, if they played that option about as good as a team could. So we weren't able to get it into Gray's hands. So now 3rd and 6. Paul Green in the shotgun, drops back, finds, who's that? Smith, Daryl Smith for the 6-yard reception. Oh, man. We haven't heard from him much since the first half. That was only his 3rd reception of the day, but he does pick up the first down and give us a 1st and goal here from about the 3-yard line. Just 9 feet away from pay dirt once again. Now Green in the shotgun, drops back, finds Daryl Smith over the middle of the end zone for the touchdown, Tennessee. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As we extend this lead one more time. And it was 24-14, but as you see, LSU not going away quietly in their home stadium. Comes back to make this game 24-21, leaving us no choice but to try to have a final game-winning drive here in the final minutes. 5.5 to go in this ball game. Number 4 versus number 11. And plays like Sean Thomas just made there, dragging that toe inbounds, having over 100 yards receiving is something that we need to see more from our big stars. So on the very next play, we're going to hand it off to Anthony Gray on the option keeper, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards. He has 11 rushes for 97 yards on the afternoon and a touchdown. So 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line here. Trying to keep this drive going. We have to keep it alive. Our defense held well in the first half. They're kind of tired this half. So we have to do something for them, and that was almost intercepted. Paul Green did not – I don't know how we didn't see that linebacker just sitting in that zone right there in the middle, just eyeballing us. Made the foolish throw and got lucky is what I'll say about that. Made the foolish throw but got lucky. So now, once again, 3rd and 5. Green in the shotgun. 5 wide this time. He's going to drop back. Fires it over the middle. He finds Daryl Smith deep down the field for a 23-yard reception right in the zone. Beautiful pass. Great route. Got right behind the linebackers, in between the safeties. And Paul Green made the delivery on that one. So now 1st and 10 from about the LSU 41. Anthony Gray up the middle. Big time run for a gain of about 11 yards and another set of downs. Anthony Gray does top the century mark with that rush. 12 rushes, 108 yards on the afternoon. So just under 4 minutes to go here in the ball game, as we do have a 1st and 10. We are leading by 3, 24-21 here in the fourth quarter. Paul Green in the shotgun hands it to Anthony Gray off the left side, cuts it back to the right, and is going to be brought down after a gain of about 6 yards to bring up a 2nd and 4. As you see, Anthony Gray only has 13 rushes on the day. We probably need to start incorporating him a little bit more. I think that would make these games go just a little bit smoother for us in the long run. So now 2nd and 4 from about the 24-yard line. Paul Green's going to be in the shotgun, gets the snap. LSU goes with man defense, but Gray's able to get free off in the slot. Not the slot. Yeah, it was. No, this is a flat. My bad. Anthony Gray from the flat. He picks up a few yards, but hey, it's enough to get us a 1st down and get us inside the red zone as we are at about the 16-yard line here. The very next play, option keeper Paul Green up the middle is brought down by what looked like a face mask, but we're not going to get the flag on that. We only get 4 yards instead. So now just over 2 minutes to go from the 12-yard line. LSU did use their first timeout right there, so the clock was stopped. We're going 4 wide. Anthony Gray in the backfield with us. Paul Green fires it over the middle, almost intercepted once again. Got lucky on that. Paul Green's had a really good day. 25 of 40, 274 yards and a touchdown. We do not need to ruin it by making a stupid throw just like that one. So now 3rd and 6. Green in the shotgun gets a snap, fires it to the right. Shane Swain, did he get it? He got the 1st down, 7 yards on that play. What a big time 1st down. That's probably the hardest 7 yards I think we've gotten this season so far, but it was the most valuable, keeping this drive alive just at about 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter with the 1st and goal. Handed off to Anthony Gray at the middle. He fights forward. He's going to be brought down at the 2. But here's the big time that LSU will have to use their final timeout. So we could technically, not get in on this play or the next one, or get in on this play. We could probably waste close to 40 seconds off the clock. But we are going to go heavy goal line formation set, send the tight end in motion. Siegel run a little bit to the left side. Anthony Gray powers through into the end zone for the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That one will extend our lead, and that is how you defeat a team like LSU at home, 31-21, as we come up to approach our final kneel down, as we did get a turnover from their last attempt at a drive. And we will walk out of Baton Rouge winners in this one. Our undefeated streak is staying alive. We ended last season with 5 wins in a row, I believe, if you include the bowl game. And this season, we are continuing those winning ways. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are actually going to be 5-0 after this game. In the final seconds, 1-0, boom, over, done with. Adios, LSU. No wonder Tigers are going extinct. So we will pull off that win here on the road, but that's not where this episode ends. Paul Green had a great game this week with only the 1 touchdown, no interceptions. What we're going to have to do is see if we can't repeat that here in our 2nd game of the episode and try to have a little bit more comfortable of a win. 31-21 is how this one finishes. Anthony Gray did outstanding. We probably should have got him the ball more than what we did. He did get 2 of our 4 touchdowns. Could have been 3 or more, especially if we had busted that first one loose all the way down from 99 yards away. But overall, good team win. And you just hope that we can carry this momentum on to our next game, because guess who we are going to be playing in this one? We are going to the Dog Pound. All right, we are playing in Athens, Georgia, facing off against the Georgia Bullies, the Bulldogs. All right, Tennessee Volunteers, Georgia Bulldogs, Old Smoky versus UGA. Number 2 Tennessee versus number 20 Georgia. They are 3-2 on the season, 1-2 in the conference. We are 5-0. At total 2-0 in the conference. So their season started out pretty well, but they have kind of taken a turn for the worse. Our season started out well and is just shooting up. And I think we're going to need games like this. This is a revenge game, essentially, from what happened last season. they came into Tennessee and just trounced us. We had too many turnovers. We just couldn't seem to be consistent on offense or defense, and they put a pretty good whooping on us. So I think we can return the favor here coming into Athens at Sanford Stadium. But it's going to be a tough test. This is when, LSU is probably, you could say, the first one, but this is what I call the true test. Facing off against the team that kicked our keister a season ago, showing them and showing the nation that we do belong here at the number 2 team in the country. And so we are going to get this game started off with our first drive. We will take the ball to start this game, and we're going to send Thomas in motion as we hand it off to him on the end around, and Anthony Gray missed his block, but Thomas breaks free. He's down the sideline all the way to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard rush to start this one off. Should have been stopped for about a 3-yard loss, but he breaks it out and gets the big-time first down. We're going to need a lot of big plays like that in this one to help us out. So on the next play, we are going to the shotgun. We will send Shane Swain in motion, fire it over to him in the flat. He's got the edge and is finally brought down after a gain of 9 yards to bring up a 2nd and 1. As Shane Swain, trying to feature him and Lundy a little bit more in our offense than what we have. Our main target for the most part has been Sean Thomas, Corey Lee, Anthony Gray out of the backfield. So trying to get these receivers brought in a little bit more. So now on 2nd and 1, Anthony Gray up the middle for about 5 yards. That will give us a brand new set of downs as this drive is continuing. We are now on the Georgia side of the field at the Georgia 47-yard line. We are pushing our way, just trying to manhandle this team and to being able to do something great. As we have a 1st and 10, 4 wide from the shotgun. Green gets the snap, finds Darrell Smith to the left side, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. After a gain of 11 yards, he did get that little forward momentum going, and that's another first down. Paul Green, 2 for 2 on the afternoon, 20 yards. That's exactly what we needed to see. All the way down to the Georgia 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Volunteers. As Green comes out, gets set in a pistol formation. As we do have 3 wide receivers on the field as we hand it off to Anthony Gray down the right side. He's got some good blocks. He cuts it back into the middle, picks up 10 yards. I don't know. I think we kind of missed that little opening to the outside there. Probably could have gone for a lot further, but hey, we did get the first down, so I will take what we can get on this one. So 1st and 10 now from the Georgia 26-yard line. Paul Green in the shotgun once again, option keeper. He's got some space off to the left side. He's going to be brought down after about 9 yards, lowering his shoulder. He says, I'm not sliding. I'm going to knock the crap out of you, and that's what he does. Lowers his shoulder into the defenders, picks up an extra couple yards, and brings us to a 2nd and 1 here inside the red zone now at about the 16-yard line. Going to do a little bit of play action. Lofted over the middle to Corey Lee. Finds him beautifully in the zone. Off that play action, brought those linebackers up. We're able to find him right there behind. As we get all the way down to the 3-yard line, we have ourselves a 1st and goal now for here in this ballgame. And this is big-time stuff for us. This is big-time plays that we need. So we run a little bit of play action, roll out to the right side, finds Siegel, hits into the end zone. Doug Hall for his touchdown, 2nd touchdown in as many weeks. He got out there into the flat, uncovered, dropped it to him perfectly, and he cut up the middle. Doug Hall scores first and draws first blood. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Tennessee's got the lead in this one as we are here in Athens, Georgia. Now, after a couple turnovers by Green, yes, interceptions, Georgia did score 10 unanswered points to finish out the first half. But we do get the ball here to start our first possession in the second half, and we are trailing by 3. All right, so this is kind of what started to happen to us last season, and we need to see if we truly are a different team than what we were then. If we continue to fall apart, we're just not deserving of the number 2 ranking. If we can maintain, maybe we got something going. And on that play, we will roll out on that 2nd and 3 and throw it out. That's a smarter play. The way this game's gone for us, no need to try to force it in and make another mistake. and allow Georgia to extend their lead. So 3rd and 3. We are 1 for 4 in third down conversions this afternoon. Not where you want to be, but as long as we get what we need, that's all that matters. And Anthony Gray will get 4 yards. We needed 3. He gets 4. As we will have a 1st and 10. Anthony Gray having a little bit of a slower day, 8 rushes for 50 yards total on the afternoon. Now with the 1st and 10 coming at about the Tennessee 36-37 yard line, Paul Green's going to be in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Anthony Gray offset to his right side. Runs an option keeper, kind of kicks it out to the outside, lowers his shoulder once again, and he picks up 9 yards. Paul Green, 6 rushes for 20 yards on the afternoon. As we have a 2nd and 1 here at the Tennessee 45-yard line, trying to keep this thing alive and slow down that Georgia momentum and reclaim it for ourselves. Green in the pistol formation, hands it off to Gray up the middle. He's going to fight forward and pick up about 6 yards on that one to give us another 1st down. This is starting to look like a methodical drive right here. Just power forward, SEC style of football, manhandling the team, lower your shoulder, knock around some slobber, have some fun. As we do a little bit of play action, Paul Green stands tall in the pocket and finds Darrell Smith once again in the Georgia zone. Find him. He makes a great diving catch on that one. We almost overthrew him, but he makes an amazing play, Darrell Smith, to come down for it for an 11-yard reception and another 1st down all the way to the Georgia 38-yard line. So we get set. This time we are going to go under center once again. Paul Green drops back, fires it over the middle. Ross Lundy cuts it up and is finally going to be brought down after a gain of 15 yards as we squeezed it into the zone, and Lundy just makes a medieval type of cut. Goes right up the field and picks up a few extra yards for us to bring us to 1st and 10 from the Georgia 23-yard line now as this drive is continuing. That time we fired off to the right side, almost intercepted. Oh my. That was really close. That was a little too close for comfort, I'll say that. So 2nd and 10 now here in this ballgame as Green is going to be in the shotgun. We go 3 wide. With Gray offset to the right side. He cuts it back to the right on that running play. And he's going to finally be brought down after a gain of 5 yards. Started out to the left, cuts it all the way back to the complete other side of the field. But that's what he had to do to get the 5. If we had continued left, probably would have gotten maybe only 2 or so. So now 3rd and 5, Green in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers out there. He gets the snap, scans over the field, fires it over to Al Roberts, who's going to be brought down at about the 4-yard line. Al Roberts, a 14-yard reception, our backup running back. He was in along with Green on that one and Anthony Gray, and he ran the perfect little route right up the middle. He got open. We found him all the way down to the 4-yard line. Made a great catch while being smashed on that hit, and so you got to give him all the credit. On the very next play, Anthony Green rolls out to the right side, finds Siegel. He goes forward. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown, Siegel. Paul Green to Lee Siegel. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Paul Green rolls to the right, sees him just sitting there minding his own business, tosses him the ball, and he runs forward and gets it into the end zone and gives us the lead. Now, our defense did do its job in stopping Georgia from scoring on their next possession. And why not? They had like 8 minutes rest right there. But on the very next offensive drive, Paul Green finds Corey Lee deep over the middle. On that one, finds him just right, once again, in the zone, this Georgia zone. If you can pick them apart, man, you can put up some points. I'll say that much. And we do pick them apart on that play, as that gets us all the way down to about the midfield as Paul Green gets set in the shotgun once again and runs a little bit of play action. The blitz comes, and Green's going to be intercepted. No, as they're running down the field, and Washington finally gets him. Our tackle brought him down. You've got to be kidding me. Our 3rd interception on the afternoon. Not what you need to see happen. Now, Georgia would capitalize and get a touchdown and go ahead by 3 once again on us. So here we are fighting back. We were able to fight back the last time. So this, I think, is what I would say is probably the difference between our team last season and what we've seen so far this season. You know, we've made our mistakes in games, obvious, but we haven't just crumbled like we did last year. This year we've been standing tall and trying to atone for those mistakes. And on this very next running play, we hand it off to Anthony Gray to the left side. He's going to pick up 8 yards as he has 84 rushing yards on the afternoon as we are here in the fourth quarter, just under 5 minutes to go, trying to put something together to get the lead. Hey, we're within a field goal, so if we need, we can tie it, but I really would prefer to have the lead on that one. And we're going to drop it in. Oh my goodness. Daryl Smith, look at that one. Paul Green just lofts it in. Just a perfect little touch. Oh my goodness. Oh baby. Paul Green, you delivered on that one. And so now with a brand new set of downs, Green is going to be in the shotgun at the 26-yard line. Hands it off to Anthony Gray up the middle. He's going to be stopped for a gain of about 5 yards. And look at this. That clock is ticking away, ladies and gentlemen. We're now under 4 minutes, 20 yards away, trailing by a field goal, trying to get this thing going and get up in here for the win. So here we are in our next formation, sending a man in motion, fire it out to Gray on the right side. He's going to power forward, breaks another tackle. He's all the way down to about the 6-yard line. Anthony Gray, 12-yard reception, started out for a 3-yard loss and gets a total of 12 at the end of that one. My goodness, as we have a 1st and goal now, under 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. Now we're going to run a little bit of play action, or not play action, but option to Anthony Gray. As we do give it to him up the middle, he picks up a good few yards for us as he has 15 rushes, 92 yards on the day, as we are now at the 5-yard line, 15 feet away from pay dirt, trying to make something happen here. And so just about 2 minutes to go, we do send our offense to get set. We're going to go 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs in there, and they bring the blitz on that. Al Roberts, he's out to the left side. He gets stopped just shy of the goal line. You've got to be kidding me on that screen pass. We had him. He just could not fall forward. No, 3rd and goal from the 1 as this clock is continuing to tick away. But 3rd and goal, we got 3 feet to go. All right. And so from the pistol formation, Paul Green, he hands the ball off to Anthony Gray up the middle, but they're going to stop us? You got to be kidding me. All right, so at a time like this, you got to ask yourself what to do. Should we go for it? No. The way this last 3 plays have gone, I'm just going to kick it. I think we have the offense to win in overtime. And quite frankly, seeing what happened between Albert and Gray right there, I'm not willing to risk my season on that. You give me 4 downs versus only 1, I'll take the 4 any day of the week. Now, on the first overtime, Georgia did get a touchdown to start pretty quickly, so we are now trailing by 7 once again, handing it off to Anthony Gray on our first play of overtime, getting a 7-yard rush on that one. He just needs 1 more yard to top the century mark on the afternoon. So the score is now Georgia, number 20 Georgia has the lead 24-17 over the number 2 Tennessee Volunteers. So in the very next play, we got him the pistol formation option, and we hand it to Gray, and he's going to get stuffed. It is a 3rd and 5 now. I said I wanted 4. I guess I probably should have gone for it. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, right? So now 3rd and 5 from the 20-yard line. This is possibly some of the biggest plays of our season. So we send Lundy in motion. Green drops back, fires it over to Lundy, fights forward. He's going to get the 1st down, 6 yards on that one. 1st and 10 for those Volunteers. As Ross Lundy, big time play. 4 receptions, 52 yards on the afternoon. But those 6 were probably the biggest 6 that we've had. So now about the 14-yard line here. We get set again in a shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers out there. Option. We don't hand it off to Gray. Got fooled on that one. Paul Green kept it and just goes down after about a gain of 4 yards. But keeping us set up in the center of the field, which I like, it doesn't limit us really on any ways to the left or to the right that we can call a play to go being right there. So I do like the center of the field. And now we're going to be 2nd and 6, shotgun formation, hand it off to Anthony Gray. Lowering his shoulder, powering forward, will not be denied. But he does get denied at the 1. So Anthony Gray gets a good rush on that one all the way down to the 1-yard line, giving us a 1st and goal. Here, trying to tie this up in overtime. So if we can score first now, they will have to try and stop us on the next one. Paul Green powers forward on the draw, not able to do anything with it. 2nd and goal. I don't want to be stuck like this, like we were at the end of the game, at the end of regulation. Now, 2nd and goal, about the 1.5, 2-yard line. Green is going to be in goal, or we are going to be in goal line formation. Hand it off to Anthony Gray. He powers forward. Touchdown, Tennessee. This game is going to be tied once again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We are still in it. We are still alive and still kicking. All right. So now we will get that tied up, and it is going to be our turn to take the field first on offense. So we will remain out there and continue to try to punish this Georgia defense, which is, they should be tired at this point. That last 25 yards was a pretty rough one to get, but it doesn't look like they're going to be too tired because they read that option play perfectly, stopping us for about a 4-yard loss. So not what you want to see to start your drive. Once again, little rough beginning to an overtime period for us. So still tied at 24. Green is going to be in the shotgun, 3 receivers to our right. And he runs a little bit of play action, drifts to his left side, finds Darrell Smith, who's actually going to come down with it. I thought that was about to be intercepted. That is a time right there where luck over skill pays off, where luck over stupidity pays off. As Darrell Smith thankfully came back for that one, made the catch, gets a gain of 7 yards, and brings up a 3rd and 3. Now we are going to be in the shotgun formation once again. Run a little option to Gray. Paul Green keeps it down the left side, powers forward, breaks a tackle, and is finally brought down at about the 8-yard line. Paul Green with 9 yards on that one. He only has 31 on the afternoon. So this Bulldog defense has been a pain in our keister, to say the least. So now in the very next play, Green in the pistol formation, 3 wide receivers out there. He gets the snap, kind of drifts off to the left side, starts to roll left, and we're going to get sacked. To be fair, I didn't want to try to throw it away and risk a fumble or something. I've had that happen too many times. I will take the sack right there. We lost a yard, nothing special, nothing too tremendous. We're still basically at the 10-yard line with the 2nd and goal. So now we are going to be in the shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and Gray in the backfield. Finds Corey Lee over the middle. He pushes forward and is finally going to be brought down at about the 1.5-yard line. Corey Lee, 49 receiving yards today. But none were, once again, it's kind of being a habit with how this game's working out. None more important than that right there. So now 24-24, we are about 3 feet away from pay dirt. Anthony Gray up the middle. That's a touchdown, Tennessee. We have taken the lead in this one. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Tennessee, we have come in and we have snatched the lead here in the 2nd overtime. And now it's time for our defense, who should be well rested at this stage, to make something happen. So on Georgia's first play, they're going to hand it off up the middle. Not really get much of anything. Tyree just could not find any space there. And they will be stopped for a 2nd, basically stop for no gain, and it brings up a 2nd and 10. So in the very next play, they're going to go I formation. 2 receivers to the left side, and they hand it off again. We're going to be blasting them in the backfield. Sam Tyree, loss of 2 yards. Josh Levine comes flying through and puts Tyree right there on his keister. Now it's 3rd and 13. So what to do? They go in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield. As they get the snap, he's going to look over the field, kind of scrambles to his left, throws it back to his right, and that one's almost caught at about the 10, but he did drop it. He could not come through with that one. Jay Hawk. What a foolish name for a quarterback, but just could not complete that pass. So now 4th and 13, possibly their last play. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. They run a draw play, try to fool us, but we bring a hefty blitz. We brought everybody on that one. That's going to stop them, and that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We have come into Sanford Stadium, and we have won here in a double overtime game against the Georgia Bulldogs. That is sufficient revenge right there. Adam Petty, a forced fumble and an interception on the day, along with 5 tackles out of his linebacker spot. Played outstanding, and it was a definite game breaker for us. Now, that does remind me for y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already, and hit that little bell notification icon so you're notified of all the Champ and Sons content that does get posted as we continue our journey here with the Tennessee Volunteers and what could be a miracle season. But until then, in the next episode, I will see y'all later. So, as always, everybody, stay safe. And, well, at this stage, y'all know how it goes. Later, y'all.